Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Easy69 and we are back. Finally, the T-22 medium has arrived, and what a lovely tank this is. Now, we're not going to talk about the event itself or how to get the tank itself. We are solely going to talk about the tank and how good it is. Now, we finally got a tank that can compete DPM wise with the T-62s, with the Object 140s, and with the Leopard 1s. Now, the DPM on this is 3,505, just a little bit less than the T-62, the Object 140, and the Leopard 1. The penetration, 240, a little bit less than the T-62, but the same as the Object 140. And then a little bit less than the Leopard, the Patton, the E50, etc. Alpha is 310, again the same as the Objects and the Leopards, and the rate of fire 11.31. That gives it a 5.3 second reload. Now the Leopard, not the Leopard, the Object 140 and the T-62 are both 5.2 seconds, and this is 5.3, so there's really nothing in it. The reload is slightly better than the Leopard 1, but the Alpha is less, which is why the DPM is less. It has a 100mm gun. Shell velocity 1015, which is slightly worse than all the rest. Well, most of the rest in tier 10, especially the ones in this list. Aim time 2.08, again the worst out of these lot. Dispersion 0.308, so again not the worst, but it's not so bad. And it has 6 degrees of gun depression. The speed 55, the same as the Object 140, and a bit quicker than the T-62. And the armor. Now the armor, the hull is 100mm, so the whole armor is not great. It really isn't great. But the turret armor is where it is at, and it's what makes this tank so good. So the turret, the front of the turret is 230mm, the side 170, and the rear, which is 140. And it's been compared to an IS-7. So yes, I said that, an IS-7. So it's like an IS-7 on steroids. It's got the medium speed, medium reload with a heavy turret. Now we're going to look at we're going to go and look at the armor itself right now. So here is the armor. Now the tank itself is a really wide, really big tank, but the armor profile is just lovely. So dead on, it has got a really big hull. Like, it's hard because the turret is so good, but it's kind of hard to get into the hold down positions because your hull is just so big. So if you get behind a ridge, your hull is on show, and it's quite easy to pen. Now the bottom of your hull is only 100mm, but effective at this distance or at this view, looking straight on it, is 293mm, and you're going to see just how red that bottom plate can be in some of the battles I show you. Now again, you lift it up, it goes slightly less, and again like slightly less, but if you aim sort of down a bit, that becomes like near enough impenetrable. That's right at the bottom triangle, if you might say. And then your two bits of hull, again, as I've said, straight on. This angle 256mm, but you look sort of down at the tank and it becomes 196mm, 203mm, and then you angle 192 there, and on this side 185. Side scraping is can be pretty good. You got the spaced armor here, so it's very hard to pen, but then as soon as you get into, I'm sorry for that noise, guys. As soon as you get into side scraping position, this hole up, especially up the top, becomes easily pennable. And because it's so big, it's kind of hard to get into those side scraping positions. But once you're in the side scraping position, and you are going to pen a lot of, you're going to bounce a lot of shots. Now, side on, again, spaced armor, but the side 100, where the track is 160. You got, again, up the top, all spaced armor. The rear at the bottom 148 mil at this angle, and then just at the top 127. So actually not bad armor for the rear, to be honest. But now let's look at this turret, and this is where it is all about. So your mantlet is spaced armor. You're not going to pen anything in your mantlet. Now to the left of the mantlet, if we're going to look at it straight on, that is 425 effective armor. The other side at this angle, 389. And then if you start turning your turret, 282. And then behind that, 324. And again, you keep turning it, 207, 213. And then your rear, 149, 138. It's very nice. And you're going to see a couple of battles in training room where you can just bounce so many shots. And these two hatches are so on top, they're very hard to get. Very, very hard. You can see there's nothing really on those hatches, so they're very, very hard to pen. Now, if for some reason you're looking down on the tank, you can probably be HE'd anywhere, which is the same as most tanks. So again, just above the gun mantlet on the turret in the middle, you've got that, usually like the IS-7s, the ISs, that little strip is quite easily pennable. Not on this. You can see 400 effective armor. It says the armor is 76, but effective, it's 400 mil. And what I mean about the armor is 76, but effective 42. Now at this angle, the effective armor is 571. Now again, as I said, if you look down on it, it becomes that 76 mil. So it all depends on your angling. And again, I do apologise for that noise in the background. So that is pretty much the armor of the T-22 medium. So now let's get looking at some battles. So straight away, training room, you can see we are up against a Jaeger, and we've already got one bounce. Now, in this kind of position, if you're angled not facing the tank itself, and you can see these are lovely shots into that Jaeger, and we've created two bounces. Now, I'm telling him just to shoot at me properly. Don't try and not penetrate me, just aim, and if you can shoot me, shoot me. And you can see just in this Jaeger, in this hold down position, we've bounced 3,000, and he's not going to aim, and he bounces again. It's almost 4,000 block damage in certain positions. And you can see there's the IS-7. Just look at the turret, look at the armor, and then look at the T-22. It's pretty much the same. Look how red the T-22 is. It's really, really red. And you can see if you get in these hold down positions, this is what I mean about the hole. It's really big, and then the side scraping position. You can easily pen, obviously side scraping you can't, that bit's weak, but you can, if you're overextended just like that, the top of the hole is easily pennable. And that is what's going to happen. We are going to get penned. Side hugging, or it's with big tanks like E100s, I think this tank could be really good at side scraping. Not side scraping, side hugging, sorry. But against these low profile tanks like the IS-7, you can see the hull is easily pennable. But just look how red the bottom triangle is, which is what I was saying. And the hatches there, very, very hard to get. And you can see he's switching to the HE. He's going to try and get, but he's got no chance. So let's get into some battles to show you how good this tank can actually be. Now the first battle, it's literally my first battle in this tank. We got told a time we could play it. I waited up all night until that time, and this was the first battle. And I'm in a platoon with a good friend of mine, Scanner Slow. He also has a YouTube channel. I do praise his YouTube and recommend it for you guys quite often, and he's a good guy. Now I originally just wanted him to help me out, protect me. I wanted to just show how good this tank can be, but I just weren't doing very well. And in the end I left the platoon and said I'm going to go solo. Then he actually got into the same battle with me anyway, but that is the next battle. So this battle we are capping C. The enemy has started capping B, and they will start capping A. Now there is two medium tanks around here. There's the T-22 and a T-54. Now I have spotted the T-54 going around to try and get our Leopard PTA, so I'm going to go and try and my best to save the Leopard. Unfortunately I won't be able to save him, but it means I can have a few shots on this T-54 without him focusing me, because he's going to focus that Leopard to get him gone, which is the right move. But I take a shot, Scanner removes him from the game and sends him back to the garage. Now there's one tank down a piece. The rest of the enemy are all in town, are all by A and all by B, and there's a couple of TDs which we are going to run into, which is the E4 and the SU, both of which, that shot there, how about that for RNG? Sometimes you don't need to aim, especially at these heavily armoured tanks. Just shoot, and sometimes you may get lucky. So we've got the E4 in front of us now, and we have the SU in front of us. So we don't really want to be shot by either of them, but we do need to start making a move, because they have got two caps, and they've got two mouses in cap B, which are going to be a handful to deal with. So we need to take care of these TDs as quick as we can. I'm trying to get shots onto that mouse while I'm hiding and waiting for opportunities, and this is where we're going to seize our opportunity. So our T-54 has pushed the SU, Scanner is shooting the E4, T-54 takes out the SU, which means we can now push the E4. So the enemy are on 700 supremacy points. We need to do something. We are a tank up with this E4 one shot. We do bounce on the cupola on the hatch, but he just shoots, which means we can push forward and we can clear him. And now we need to push. So I'm screaming at Scanner to go B. I need to go A. That was a bad shot. Scanner takes a shot, but we are going to take a shot from the mouse on our way to A. But it's a must. Even if I have to sacrifice my hit points, I need to get into this, because you can see Scanner there. He's getting into B. I'm going to get into A, which means it will stop their points going up, which means they're not going to get any more points at this moment in time unless they kill someone. So with Scanner on B, me on A, we've got some side shots into the E75, and together we've literally taken him out completely. But now we have a T-62 that has come from my right, and he's now put me down to a one shot. Scanner is no longer capping B. Well, he is on B, but there's also a mouse with him, and I just need to stay alive as long as I can. We are soon, there we go, we've now taken, or we're going to take B. We are now in the lead on supremacy points, but this T-62 is going to take me out. There's not much I can do, but there's just two tanks left. We are, again, like I said, we just winning on supremacy points, and Scanner's going to come and take out the mouse, and it's pretty much going to be game over. So there's not going to be enough time to get any more shots. But that battle was just an average battle, and because no one has got the tank, it was quite an easy ace. Literally, we got 2.8k damage, 54,000 credits, 2 kills. We get the ace, only 1281 XP needed, but we did get 1800 assistant and 509 supremacy points with the 2 bases we caught. So just an average ace, nothing exciting. So this is the battle, the first battle, or I think it's the second battle that I leave Scanner and go and do my own thing, and he gets in the same battle with me. Now this battle was worthy of an ace, and again it is supremacy and it's going to come down to the wire. These are the positions you want to be in. So as I've said at the start of the video, the hole on this thing is really big. It really is big, so you need to protect that as much as you can. And if you can get protection like this on my left, the rock angled at the angle we're at, you're going to get some bounces, and it's a perfect position at this angle with rock, with protection like that. That is a perfect position. Now the enemy are cap B and they're cap C, so I thought it's best to go and rush. There's a few of us here. Let's go and rush to T-57. He is on his own. He's got protection behind him, which we are going to see here with some bounces. As soon as we turn, we get a bounce 640. We do get a nasty 784, but as we're backing up, we get another bounce. So just them two shots, we bounced 1100 damage. We do take out the T-57, but one of our team died. One of our TDs is gone. Now Death Star, the biggest tank in the game, but now we're not spotted and we are able to get some side shots into the heavies and the TDs that are down there, and we are all going to focus this E100. Just look at the focus between me, the T-62, which is scanner, and the Leopard PTA. We are focused in hard. There we go, and one more shot from the Leopard and he is dead meat. So very, very good focus in there, and now we can focus on the two TDs that are down there, which is the Yag Tiger and the E4. But again, supremacy points are racking up for the red team. They are a tank down, but they're nearly on 700 supremacy points. So we need to do something, and we need to do something fast. So we had to risk crossing the road there from the E4. We need to spot the Yag Tiger, and again, look at the angle I'm at. I'm not directly facing the Yag Tiger, and we get another bounce. And if that wasn't enough, we are going to do exactly the same thing again. We're going to poke forward and we're going to get another bounce, and we're going to take him out just to take the supremacy points down a little bit. Now we're going to focus the E4, get him gone, but now the enemy, they've got 3 tanks left, 2 mediums, and they've got all 3 bases. So scanner is going to go B, I'm going to go A, and I'm just got to hope we don't run into 2 mediums. Now there's the first T-54, there's a T-62 going. We're not going to really, we're going to get a shot in, but then we're going to ignore him. And you can see here, there are 900 supremacy points. We are capping C, we've capped B. I need to get into cap A. Now this poor T-54, he just cannot pen me. Just look at my hit points, look at his hit points, and this is the hit points I will remain on at the end of the game. Can't pen me, side hugging, face hugging, he just cannot pen me on him. If he shoots heat, he can shoot my hole now, but he wants to shoot my turret, fine, let him shoot my turret, and we manage to take him out. Now we are winning on supremacy points. We've got all 3 bases, and it's just the T-62 remaining. So we've got 3,200 blocked damage. We get our final shot on the T-62. We damage his ammo rack, but the clock ticks away, and we get 1,000 supremacy points. So 3,200 blocked damage. We earn ourselves the mastery. We get 5,500 damage, 29,000 credits, 3 kills. We get the top high caliber. We get the ace, and that was actually a worthy ace, and probably an ace that any tank in the game with that XP. So that, guys, is the T-22. An amazing, amazing tank. It really is a nice tank, and I really do hope I get this tank, but I can't see it. But for now, here is the T-22 in the garage with its very nice camo and its attachments. It is a legendary camo that I don't know if it comes with the tank or not. I don't think it does. It comes separate with the camo and the attachment, but very nice looking tank. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you do somehow get the tank. But for now, I'm Easy69, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.